Hello everyone, welcome to Prakash IT. So today in this video we are going to learn about default and static methods as part of Java 8 feature. We have already covered lambda expression, method reference, functional interface. These are the three topics we have covered as part of Java 8 features. Now today we are going to focus on default and static methods. That is also this is also a very much important feature as part of Java 8. Please focus. I'm going to explain default and starting method one after another. Through the ID, I will explain how to work with default methods. Okay. Before jumping into the ID, let me explain why we need this default as part of Java 8. Okay. So we have interface. We have interface. Interface only contains abstract methods, right? Public abstract method. Whoever the class is going to implement the interface, then that class bound to provide the implementation for the method that is there inside the interface. Okay, I think this point is clear to everyone. Okay, I mean to say, if the interface contains two methods, then that abstract method, whoever the class implement, then that class is bound to implement the abstract methods. That means needs to provide the implementation to the abstract method. Okay, but why we need default method? Actually, the default method comes into picture when the default method come into picture to provide the backward compatibility. That means backward. What do you mean by backward compatibility? Backward compatibility. Okay. Let us consider one example. Like, for example, we have developed one application. That in that application we have in many interfaces which have many abstract classes. Okay. For example, we have one interface which implements that is implemented by three classes. Okay, I mean three classes that is there which implement the same one interface. For example, one interface is having five methods. Then that all the five methods that is implemented by different like A, B, C. If the class which implements the interface, that is A, B, C class, implement the XYZ interface, then in that case ABC interface implements all the method that is there inside the XYZ interface. Okay. Okay. Now let us consider one scenario. We have a we want another method. The business use case, due to the uh, business, we got a different business use case that needs to be implemented as part of our application. Okay. So in that case, what we are going to do is, whenever we wrote the method inside the interface, that implementation only needed for a class. Okay, I have taken the XYZ is the interface, A is the ABC is the different implementation, which means the ABC is the different classes which implement the XYZ interface. Okay, in that case, the method we have written for the new business case scenario, that business case only applicable to class A. B and C not required to implement the new business case. Okay, so in that case, whether B and C requ required to implement or not, but due to the features of interface, B and C bound to implement the use case that comes into picture to implement for the class A only. We will write the method inside the interface xyz that A will implement. No doubt A will get the functionality, the new business use case, but B and C, they are not required, but B and C are bound to implement that. Okay, that is the one scenario I have explained. Then in order to overcome this issue, the default method comes into picture as part of Java 8 feature. Okay, and Java 8 feature. Okay, let me tell you through the examples, right? Okay, let me. This is the package I have created. Default and starting method. Let me write the interface. For example, we have a sim interface. Okay, let me whatever the example I have given, xyz in the interface and subclass is abc. Okay, let me give that example through the sim interface. We have a sim interface. Okay, sim is the interface which which is having void what a sim could have voice. Okay, voice call is the method every sim is having. Okay, this is the let's make it simple. This is the interface. Sim interface is having one voice call feature. Okay, okay, now class airtel which wants to implement the feature of voice call. Okay, so airtel should implement sim interface. Okay, if sim interface, then airtel should implement the method, because this is the abstract method. Airtel should implement the abstract method, right? This is the feature of interface. Okay, okay, now let me write another example called geo class geo okay, geo class geo that implements same sim interface. This is also implements this sim interface. So that also geo class also implemented the voice call feature. Okay, so let me write the implementation sysout uh, airtel voice call. Just add me this one. Okay, let me do this same thing. Let me provide the implementation here. Instead of airtel, I'll write geo voice call. Okay, these are the two implementation we have given. Okay, let me write the uh, class test. Okay, class test which is having one main method, and we will create the sim interface sim uh, airtel airtel is equal to new airtel. Okay, we have provided the we have created the airtel object. So now what we are going to do is airtel dot, will call the voice call. Then what it is going to do, airtel voice call, and then what we are writing, then let me write the sim interface sim that is geo new geo. Okay, new geo, then geo dot voice call. Okay, these are the two things. I have created the object and I have called the voice call method. No doubt this is to call this airtel voice call and geo voice call. Okay, okay, we got the airtel voice call and geo voice call. This is expected, right? Okay, now let me change the scenario. Okay, what we have written, we have written one sim class which is having the feature of voice call. Whoever the class wants this feature, voice call feature, that class will implement the interface method. Okay, so airtel needs the feature of voice call, so airtel implemented the voice call feature, right? Geo also needs that, geo also implemented. Okay, our business case is fulfilled. Now what the business case use case come is like let me tell void what is that? Video call. Video call is the another feature that came, and what we want, only Airtel wants that feature needs to be implemented as part of Airtel only. But as soon as I wrote this video call feature, this Airtel class and Geo class both are crying. But we want Airtel only should provide the implementation to the video call, but we can provide the implementation. Okay, let me write that. Okay, we have provided the implementation, but Geo is not required. Geo don't want to implement the feature of video call. But in that case, whether Geo needs or don't need, Geo has to provide the implementation, because that is the feature of interface. Whoever the class that implement the interface, then that class is going to provide the implementation to all of the interface all of the method that is there in the interface. Okay, okay. So to overcome this issue, since our business case use case is Airtel only should provide this video call feature, not the geo class. So in that case, what we can do, we can declare our method as default. Okay, default default this one. Okay, video call. Okay, okay. This is video call is having this default method is having some body. Okay, what we want, this is we have provided this video call. Now this is default method comes by default some implementation. If whoever the class that is not going to impact our existing class. I have told in the beginning, you have remembered, default method has introduced to provide the backward compatibility, right? Now just see this class. This was our class, that is well and good, that is deployed in the production and it's working fine. Now the new feature came as video call, that as part of new business case, Airtel is interested to implement the video call, not the geo. So Airtel is going to by default implementation provided in the interface, and that is not going to break our code, right? Are you understand? I hope you are understanding, right? Then what Airtel is going to do is, Airtel is going to provide the implementation to the, what is that, video call. So what I then what how we will do that? Then video call. Okay, what we will do, we have we have overridden the video call feature. Okay, so to call the interface method, this is the super from the class we can call this one directly. Okay, this is the way we can call, but let me write the implementation. What is that implementation? uh, Airtel video call. Okay, Airtel video call. Just to demonstrate the one, I am writing the dummy messages, right? Airtel video call. This video call feature has implemented as part of Airtel. Okay, now let me call that. Okay, Airtel dot video call, right? Okay, if I run this, then what we are going to do? Okay, Airtel video call has been implemented, and we have seen the output, right? Now let me tell you one more scenario. Okay, let me delete this test class. Okay, let me write. Let me this implementation class. What I want to demonstrate another these things. Okay, another feature. Okay, we have sim interface. Let me quickly write interface sim 2. Let me take it as sim 1, and this is sim rename, right? Okay, okay. Same two, we have two interface. Okay, and this default method, let me copy paste. Okay, Okay, what I have written, I have written two interface. Sim1 interface, is one interface, and Sim2 is having as Sim2 is another interface which is having same method, right? Default method is same. Okay. So what I am trying to explain here is I am trying to explain uh, the multiple inheritance for this one. What is the issue you are going to face as part of default methods, right? Class. Let me test. Let me take a test. Implements sim1 comma sim2. Okay, two things. This test class implements. Okay, what I have done is as soon as I have the test class, we have two interface. So if I write a class, we can write in that implement two interface. That is well and good, right? With the default methods, no need to worry. But here our test class is crying. Why crying? This use case I just wanted to discuss with you. If we have one interface, we have for example we have two interface having two abstract method, then default method we can simply the simply what we can do, whoever the class implement the interface, then that if it is abstract method, then that class is going to implement the method. If it is default method, no need to worry. But this is the scenario I got. This is having video call same method. If two interfaces having the same default method, then the class which if class implementing the same two interface, then in that case compiler is going to throw error, because compiler is getting confused which class to which class, this is video call class, or video call is from sim1 class, or this is sim2 class. Okay, this is compiler is going to confuse here. Okay, let me see what is the issue. You can see. Okay, quick mistake. This is the site default and starting method. Test. We have written test. Test inherits. Test is inheriting whatever the class implements the interface. That method automatically inherits to the class. Okay. Inherit test inherits on related default on related defaults. Okay. On related. Okay, on related defaults for video call. Whatever the method we have video call, that is on related video call, on related defaults. Okay, from type this one method sim1, and this is method sim2. Class means interface sim1 and interface sim2. From this method, this is a on related defaults, right? So it is confused. Okay, what I wanted to say here is, so to avoid this kind of issue, what we can develop is, like whatever the implementation we want. For example, I want this class would implement only sim1. Okay, then in that case what I can say, video call, let me. Okay, we have written the video call by specifying this one. Which method is going to call? What is the implementation? Like it is sim1 implementation or sim2 implementation? Okay, fine, right? I have provided this one. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me provide the implementation. So in order to avoid this kind of scenario, what we can do, we can specify the from which class we are going to some specific implementation we need to provide. That is, let me tell this one video call. Video call. Okay. Then what we are going to do is test is equal to test. Okay. Then test. Okay. Test object dot. Okay. Oh, sorry. We have not written the main method. That is why. Okay. Main method. Then what I'm going to do? Test dot then video call. I'm calling this one. Okay. Let me run this. the vehicle we are going to get. We can provide the implementation, whatever the code we want, like which interface method we should call, then that implementation we are going to provide. And we can write that implementation here also, like any implementation we want, that implementation we are going to call according to our business need. Okay, that is fine. That is the next scenario I have told you. Okay, fine. I hope default method is clear to everybody, right? Now the next concept is static method. Okay, now the next concept is our default static method. Okay, that we are going to see as part of the second part of the default and static method. Okay, so since the video is too long, then I will make the second part of this default and static method. So I have covered only default methods as part of this video. We will see static method as part of the second part of this video. Okay, thank you.